Hello and welcome to this episode of West Key Customs, where today we take on an old Corgi Bedford AA van. This is the die cast as I received it in a box with other die casts. Wasn't really planning on doing much to this one, wasn't really appealing to me. Looks like somebody's had a go at painting it themselves and putting some rather cool flames on it, but I thought, you know what, it could look pretty cool, I think, with the right set of wheels and the right stance, so I thought I'd give it a go. So first thing I did was to take it apart, and here it is here, just before I took it apart. As you can see, it's kind of a horrible sort of mud brown colour that it's been painted. Looks like somebody's gone over it with like a purple pen. You can see on the base there, Corgi Toys. It was, I believe, an AA van to start off with. I've already drilled out the post so we could take it apart. Obviously very basic, this one. All you've got is the base plate with the four wheels on it. As you can see, the missing tyre is there in the bottom of the diecast itself, and there's the main body itself. So what I need to do next is obviously drill out the post ready for a screw. You could also see the original yellow colour. Probably going to take off that sort of roof plinth as well, because that's not really what I want on it when I've finished it. Also think I might actually cut open a rear arch fender well as well, because the wheels that I've got to go on it are so nice it would be a shame to keep one covered up. So I think I'm going to open that up as well, just to make it look a little bit different, because it's going to be a custom one, this, not going to be a restoration, because it's in such poor condition anyway. So here's the main body itself. It's been in the paint stripper now, it's got pretty much most of the paint off. Quite a bit of corrosion on it, quite a bit of pitting and bits and pieces. It's obviously had quite a hard life. Obviously it is quite an old car itself, toy itself. So next I'm going to do is to try and remove this plinth. Probably going to leave a couple of little holes underneath, a couple of little slots, so I'll fill those. So next thing to do is to try and remove that, and then obviously cut open the wheel wells, the rear arches as well, so you can get to see some of the rear wheels that I'm going to put on it. So just drawn one here. You can see what sort of shape I'm going for. Going to sort of copy the shape of the front one. Not going to do it square like the outline of the sort of fender well cover looks like. I think it would look a bit silly square. So I'm going to do it the same shape as the front arch. So I'll take it outside a bit and cut that off and start grinding open the wheel arch itself. That'll be the next job to do. So here we go. Here's the base. I've actually fitted the wheels already to the base. As you can see, it rolls. These are the wheels that I'm using. Sort of strengthen the base out of a bit of plastic card, and also to bring the axles up a little bit more to make it a bit lowered. Here's the body itself. I've filled the roof holes. I've just given it a coat of primer just to see if there's any sort of imperfections that need to be filled in, sanded down. Here's a quick sort of rough mock-up of it. As you can see, it looks really good with the stance nice and lowered, and I think it looks so much better as well with the rear wheels visible. Seems a shame to hide those wheels. They're one of my favourite styles of wheels. So yeah, cut open the rear arches so you can see the rear wheel, and as you can see on the roof as well, I've filled over the holes from the roof plinth. Just needs a bit more sanding down, a little bit of cleaning up around the edges, some of the sort of casting marks around the sort of door windows and bits and pieces need a bit of address, but it's just at the moment it's just in a rough coat of primer, just to give me a better idea as to what needs to be cleaned up. So here's the actual die cast itself, all finished now. It's all painted up. Added a bit of a transfer to the side. Also added in some front windscreen and some rear windows, because obviously in these die casts they don't come with any windows whatsoever. It's very basic. So I've added a bit of clear plastic in to make some windows. Painted the trim. Also made a little interior as well. Just built this out of some styrene, some plastic card. It's all scratch built. A couple of seats, bit of a dashboard and a steering wheel, just to give it a bit more detail inside. And there's the base again with all the wheels attached now properly. So before they were attached, but I've now sort of given them a bit more gluing on to make sure they don't come off. So next thing to do is to put it all together and have a look at the final model. So here we go, here it is, all finished now. Happy how it turned out. I think if I was going to make myself a shop truck, a shop van, I think this would be one of the ones on the list of ones I would do. Quite like the colour scheme as well. So originally I did it all this sort of grey colour, but it just needed something extra just to sort of break it up. And I think with the sort of wheel arches and bits and pieces, and I had a look at some of the some original ones of these, some real life ones of these, and they did come with a kind of a two-tone which started above the wheel arch. So I sort of did that, and I just sort of put a bit of a red stripe in it as well, just to sort of highlight some of the red lines on the wheels. Happy how it came out. Could be a little bit better. So some of the paint did start to kind of run when I put the lack on. I must admit, I think I put the lack on a bit too heavy, and it started to sort of just peel some of the paints away from the edges, dissolve some of the paint edges. But overall, very happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you in the next episode of West Key Customs. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.